things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Cyclones will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the USC Trojans offense will get the ball first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Finds his man. It's Lemon. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Straka. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, that highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Touchdown, Southern Cal! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And it's blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Rushes on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on 2nd down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense, and I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And the Cyclones line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Lane. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good to say. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all, and that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
The give on the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Fires left. He makes the catch. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it on the run. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to surge it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Miller. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Well, I love the idea by the offense here on 3rd down, down close to the goal line, trying to get one of their best playmakers in space with the push pass. But I love the defense, understanding where the ball is, great eye discipline. They rally to it, and they get the TFL now setting up 4th down.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. They're now up 9-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll keep it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Cyclones decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Lemon. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the 1st down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air, it's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Snagged in the middle, it's Sanders. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it harder to defend.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give from the gun. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. The play action fake. He's got it and still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Around the edge, it's Sanders. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Mayava. Trying to pull his way in. He found some running room and needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
The Trojans will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
He's looking deep. He got his hands on him, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out, start fast. We're trailing. Got to put some drives together, some possessions, and they come out on the first drive and kind of flounder around. This defense is going to have to step up.
Punt is in the air. Now on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Open space at the 25. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Now from inside the red zone. Caught close to the marker, it's Miller. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa State. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt, unbelievable speed, and if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels, but to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags, no it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And right down the middle. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC, but this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Second down coming up.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Makes the grab. It's Lemon. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Back to throw, it's Beck. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Sowell. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Townsend. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Looking for room. It's Hansen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Beck. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Fires to the middle. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Fires to the big fella. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. This time it's complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Beck. He caught it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown, and how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. And he's wrestled to the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
That's a fumble. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. To the air, it's Beck. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of neat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Strachan. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Fires to the right. It's complete. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Looking left. Quickly complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
On the out route. Gain of 17 on the play. Good enough.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, USC.
And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And with 5 seconds left, this one to send us to overtime. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And the late game execution worked to perfection. Moving the ball down the field, getting your kicker in a spot. You know exactly where he likes to kick it from. He drives it through. We're tied up, and we're headed to overtime.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Great job in coverage by the defense. He just had nowhere to go with the ball.
The Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. The sure hands, it's Hansen. Turning it on! That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Hansen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's the handoff. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. And this one is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.